Did you know that access to a widely used abortion pill was on the brink of being blocked nationwide, only for the Supreme Court to step in at the 11th hour? This isn't just another legal footnote. It's a seismic event with real-world consequences for millions of Americans. Before we dive into the details of this developing story, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss out on critical updates like this. So what exactly happened? Justice Samuel Alito, a conservative voice on the nation's highest court, has extended a temporary pause on a lower court ruling that would have drastically restricted access to mifepristone, an abortion pill. This extension means that abortion pills will remain available through the mail, at least until this Thursday. This is a temporary reprieve, not a final victory, in a complex legal battle. The controversy stems from a ruling by the conservative U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit. This earlier order had sought to reinstate a requirement that women must visit a healthcare provider in person to obtain the medication. For those who have become accustomed to the convenience and privacy of medication abortion via mail, this would have been a significant and potentially burdensome change. The Fifth Circuit's decision was part of a broader legal challenge aimed at undoing years of Food and Drug Administration (FDA) approvals for mifepristone. Think about it. Mifepristone has been a cornerstone of reproductive health care for over 2 decades, approved by the FDA in 2000. It's commonly used in combination with another medication, misoprostol, for medication abortions, and is also used for managing early pregnancy complications. The legal argument against it has primarily focused on the FDA's approval process, with plaintiffs arguing that the agency did not adequately review the drug's safety and efficacy, particularly concerning potential risks. The Fifth Circuit, in its ruling, sided with these arguments to a significant extent, placing severe restrictions on access. But Justice Alito's intervention means that the status quo will persist, at least for a few more days, while the Supreme Court considers further action. This pause is crucial because it allows the legal process to continue without immediately imposing the stringent new rules that could have been devastating for many. What does this mean moving forward? It means the legal fight over mifepristone is far from over. The Supreme Court could choose to hear the case in full, which would lead to a more comprehensive review and a potentially definitive ruling. Alternatively, they could allow the Fifth Circuit's ruling to take effect after Thursday, or they could issue another temporary stay. Each of these paths carries significant implications. If the Fifth Circuit's restrictions are eventually upheld, it could lead to a patchwork of abortion access across the country, depending on how states interpret and enforce federal regulations. It could also embolden further legal challenges to FDA-approved medications based on similar arguments about the agency's review processes. For individuals seeking abortions, especially those in states with already restrictive laws or those who face barriers to in-person appointments, the impact could be profound. The ability to receive medication through the mail has been a critical lifeline, offering a more accessible and private option. This situation highlights the ongoing tension between the judicial branch and the executive branch, particularly concerning regulatory decisions made by agencies like the FDA. It also underscores the deep divisions within the United States on the issue of abortion. The conservative legal movement has been actively pursuing avenues to restrict abortion access through the courts, and this case represents a significant front in that ongoing battle. The extension by Justice Alito is a procedural move, but it speaks volumes about the complexity and sensitivity of the issue reaching the Supreme Court. It buys time, allowing all parties to prepare their arguments and for the court to deliberate on how it wants to proceed. The fate of mifepristone, and by extension, a significant aspect of reproductive health care in America, hangs in the balance. So what do you think about this? Should the Supreme Court intervene in FDA drug approvals, or should regulatory agencies have the final say? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. The Supreme Court has stepped in, providing a temporary but vital pause. The fight for access continues, and we'll be here to keep you informed every step of the way. Stay tuned.